They called him the King of Kings, but long before the world knew his name, Joaquin Guzman Loera was just another barefoot boy in the mountains of Sinaloa, selling oranges on dusty roads, watching American helicopters thunder overhead, spraying herbicides over his village's poppy fields. He would squint at the sky, his ribs visible under his thin skin, wondering why men so far away cared about flowers that bled white sap. What he didn't know then was that he had already entered a war he never started, a war that would forge him into a ghost the DEA could never quite catch. In the 1970s, as Nixon declared drugs the enemy of America, Mexican farmers burned their crops in fear, while others, like Guzman's uncles, simply moved deeper into the Sierra Madre. There, hidden under emerald canopies and guarded by men with old bolt-action rifles, opium and marijuana thrived. When the U.S. shut down the French Connection, its heroin supply chain from Turkey to New York, it inadvertently shifted the golden needle south. Mexican traffickers began filling that void, driving heroin bricks across deserts into the veins of America's cities. By the time Guzman turned 20, he was already working under Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, the godfather of Mexico's narco empire. They called him El Chapo, Shorty. But there was nothing small about his ambition. As Reagan's drug war escalated in the 80s, helicopters, radars, and DEA agents poured into Mexico, splintering cartels into chaos. But chaos was oxygen for El Chapo. Where others feared U.S. pressure, he saw opportunity. America shut down Caribbean cocaine routes with its navy, forcing Colombian traffickers to reroute through Mexico, paying a transit fee to Gallardo's federation. For El Chapo, those payments were seeds of power. In 1989, after the arrest of Gallardo, Chapo seized the lucrative Sinaloa routes. His innovation was simple, but genius. Tunnels, deep beneath the U.S. border, stretching under fences and agents' boots, ran concrete corridors, lit with bulbs and rail tracks. So drugs moved unseen, while Border Patrol stared into the desert sun. For every tunnel they found, two more snaked elsewhere. But what truly built El Chapo was America's appetite. The DEA called him a narco-terrorist. Congress poured billions into interdiction, militarizing the border, tightening the noose. Yet for every kilo seized, 10 crossed. Prices rose, profits soared. The kingpins Mexico arrested or killed only pruned the tree. New branches sprouted, often more violent and desperate. Chapo watched as NAFTA, in the 90s, opened trade routes, truck lines, and logistics highways. Under crates of avocados and televisions, his cocaine moved freely. American free trade fed his empire more efficiently than any corrupt general ever could. At the peak of his power, El Chapo earned $3 billion a year. In Sinaloa, he built roads, schools, soccer fields. To his people, he was Robin Hood. To America, he was a phantom of blood and cocaine. When they finally caught him in 2014, he escaped through a mile-long tunnel dug directly into his prison shower floor, slipping beneath sleeping guards and silent cameras. When they caught him again, it wasn't American agents who brought him down, but betrayal from his own lieutenants, eager to save themselves. They extradited him to the U.S., locked him in a concrete box for life. But the truth remains. America declared a war it could never win, fighting supply while demand raged like wildfire. And for every kingpin they buried in chains, a boy in Sinaloa watched, barefoot, hungry, dreaming of power under the drone of American helicopters in the sky.